Well, Arise business anchor Boason Omofaye is with us now to discuss some of these issues. Always good to have you on the program.
Great to be here with you.
Yes, yes.
Thank
All
you.
right, so the Central Bank of Nigeria has ordered the implementation of the 0.5% levy on all electronic transactions. Could you tell us more?
Well, I think it's all hot up out there now about this. Now, but the first thing is, do we have cybersecurity a problem, not only in Nigeria, but globally speaking? The answer is yes. I get reports almost on every 2 weeks about the problem, the challenge of cybersecurity. The latest one I got from Allianz, which is one of the international financial services company, has to do, which was just, I think, Monday or Friday, relates to cybersecurity threat to the tourism, hospitality, leisure industry. So when you look at cybersecurity, challenge is for financial services sector for a country that is emerging, such as Nigeria, in which you had existing issues, then you know that cybersecurity is important. How much did fraudsters using cyberspace made away from the Nigerian banking and financial system last year? I think it was about close to north of 20 billion or more.
Seriously?
Yeah, you can check it. You can check that out. So the amount of money that those who are trying to hurt you and I, who are legitimate, honest salary earners, and others who their pensions and families who have insurance and what have you, those who are sitting down in dark rooms using something as simple as a mobile phone or whatever, and trying to wipe away your earnings, is huge. There are so many of them. So don't let us underestimate the challenge of cybersecurity and just focus perhaps only on the levy being charged. We need to see the threat that cybersecurity is. If you remember, the Financial Action Task Force, of which Nigeria belongs, we were many years under the Financial Action Task Force blacklist. Right now, South Africa and a few other African countries are under the FATF blacklist. Then we set up the NFIU, the Financial Intelligence Unit, to help us track money laundering and folks who are doing a lot of these illegal things. So cybersecurity is huge, and we need to face that, make it a major topic. We need to put the entire fireworks and architecture we can around it. And where does it all start? I think it starts from regulation, because you have the traditional vanilla commercial banks, which is check in, check out, cash in, cash out across the counter. They begin to build different financial inclusion around it. Then you have fintech comes around it. So it becomes like the honeypot in which every ant and every insect, day and night, want to have a taste of it. Now, once you put money somewhere, everybody and everyone, both legal, illegal, criminal, righteous-minded, whatever, terrorists, whoever, want to be part of that. So it therefore behoves of the authorities, and this time, speaking specifically to Nigeria, the NFIU, National Security Advisor, the Central Bank, the SEC, and others within the entire financial services sector coordinating committee, whether it's insurance or others, microfinance banks and mobile money operators, and a lot of others with license in recent times, because we're talking about financial inclusion and digital money, digital economy. It comes with your two eyes open 24/7 when it comes to cybersecurity. So don't let us take it with levity. Now, that is on one side. So we need to deal with it. It's a major threat globally speaking, because folks are using your jurisdiction to funnel money out and to pass illicit finance. The global financial watchdog is going to slam you whether you like it or not. So I don't just think the SEC and the central bank are just crying wolf for nothing. I don't want to believe it based on my years of experience in reporting to date. I've seen it happen in this market. They do it in the stock market. They do it in finance. They do it in banking. They do it in every aspect, because there are always folks sitting down with the global information gateway of digital world to take what does not belong to them. And this is heavy. The banks are hurting seriously. Some information says close to 2 million accounts, bank accounts, were closed in the first 3 months of this year, because the central bank is on the hunt right now for anyone who wants to hurt the financial system. Because you can sit in Nigeria and just take money from Liberia and move it to Sierra Leone, and from there you move it to Russia and to Afghanistan and back to Nigeria before anyone can go to the toilet and back. So we have that major issue. But is it 0.5% or 0.005%? I'm not too sure if it's 0.5%. The 2024, or sorry, the is it 2014 or so? Yes, 2015 Act was specified about 0.005 in bracket. And I think I saw that also in the Central Bank and CBN Act, which was just the notification circular that was just released, that we need within the next 2 weeks for the implementation for more clarification around how it will work, who is being targeted at. All those details, I'm sure banks and others will provide further clarity. SEC will provide further clarity for those who are trading in the securities market, and for banks will get all further clarity. But I think 2 weeks implementation, we need to hear more from how this will work.
From the central bank, yes. So you spoke about, the international space. Let's talk about how the World Bank has approved a $138.5 million loan to help Namibia boost its transmission network. Is this something that Nigeria should be looking towards?
3 million people in Namibia. And you can just put the entire Namibia in Alimosho local government in Lagos, and you still going to have more. But this is a land with abundant natural resources. They got a whole desert. They got solar. They got wind. They are building the first hydrogen export facility in Africa as we speak with international energy companies. They are doing latest rounds of oil and gas oil blocks. They're looking at 700,000 barrels of oil per day by the year 2030. The country is looking to join OPEC in the next few years. This is a major country that Nigeria should keep its two eyes open because Namibia is coming fast and furious at the big boys, Libya, Angola, Nigeria, when it comes to hydrocarbon. Then in green hydrogen is good news. Now, they've got a couple of conferences done in Namibia over the last 2 weeks in which they brought everybody from around the world. And I think the World Bank is enthused with the fact that Namibia wants to prioritize people and the environment when it comes to, so not just oil and gas, green hydrogen, but they're also looking at solar and wind so that they can have a balanced green energy, clean energy on one hand, while they pursue hydrocarbon. So the World Bank may find it very interesting. 3 million people, I think they have more than enough right now, going good for them, and I think we need to keep an eye on them. They're also prioritizing local content, by the way, in terms of ensuring that the jobs stay local within the Namibian environment. So what the World Bank is putting on the table for Namibia is what they call an icing on the cake. In a manner of speaking. Good news for Namibia.
And we definitely,
good news for Africa as well, because it helps us raise the level of clean energy that we produce, our footprints across the continent.
Well said. And we definitely will be keeping an eye on that, and it's always great to
I'm keeping an eye on them.
Yes, we'll have you keep an eye on it, and we'll keep an eye on you. How's that? Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Who got the Guardian? I love
it.
Thank you.